It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. On first down, Garland, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
61, matchbox, light. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check, gone.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Smooth. 60 outlaw.
2nd and 11. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Set up, 30 base. 54, right, 54. Do the right back. To the right back. Check. True drop, Orphan. Check out, undertake, Sam off.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
50, plant. Check 99. Check 99. Check pilot, 64.
On second down now. It's Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up the third down.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Hard. Slap. Bam. Alert 3. Big grip.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll try the left side. Garland. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. Garland. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You better be afraid of me. Alert, alert, alert.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Watch the run, watch the run.
On third down, Garland. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Kill. 80. Back X3. 218. Chopper.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Rosen looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hard. Slam. Eyes up.
They'll try the left side. Garland. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, Steve 6.
2nd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Get ready.
2 yards on the play. First down, Detroit.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, switch gears. Leo. Switch. 6-6, pull it high.
Now back to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Five. Mike 29. Switch up. Let's go.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Sponge. No.
They'll try the left side. Garland. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rosen. Open man is Michael Thomas. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run on 1st down. Garland. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Get that quarterback. Shit.
Look at me. Go.
10. Check.
Go. Hey. High 7. 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Rebutt. 29 is Mike 29. Focus, defense, focus.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. 29 is Mike 29. Stop your body. 29 is Mike.
Ready.
Back to throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoom.
29 is Mike 29. Defense.
Look. Squeeze. Deep rip.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Detroit.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Hey, Orvin.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's been a long day for you.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Go.
Check three.
General West.
Check 49.
Rock it.
Crunch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, exit. Hit it.
2nd and 10. Johnson's got it complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, wahoo.
58, Mike. Go. 58's the Mike.
Now.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Go.
Bang.
Get it.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 49-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Mike, 58, right there. Silva. Watch the ship.
Hey, Sam on.
Watch the ship.
Hey, box drop.
58 to Mike, 58.
Say go.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Let's go. 10-2 saw. Hey, Delta.
Strong right.
80 weapons.
3 down. 58, boy, 58, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Garland, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, Garland. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now this throw caught left side. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And now it's Rosen looking. He's got it to Williams. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Chopper! 80.
4th down. Here's Rosen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bravo!
To throw is Rosen. That's caught. It's Thomas. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Garland, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Complete, it's Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 1. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Greystone, Travis.
58, come on. 58, come on. I got you. I got
Two.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They tried to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call, because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Garland. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Going down the middle, and it's complete. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's
61, max box lights.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 25, check 25, check 25.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
I got you, punk. Check, check, check.
Hey, echo. Snap.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, Haywood!
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, seam 6.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Danny.
5.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 6 just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Garland. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
He can't hit. He's not going to get me. Watch the eye.
On 3rd down, Garland. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll try the left side. Garland, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mike.
55. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Check 43.
On third down, Garland. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Check 55, Mike. Check. 36.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go one more. Watch twins.
On first down, Garland. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Let's go.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2nd and 2. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, high 7.
58 to Mike, 58.
Speed driven, speed driven.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to left side. Garland. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
I'm coming.
Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to flare up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check pass. Hey, alert 3.
They'll try to left side. Garland. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Mike 50.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that?